live from Miss White's desk, aka Nicole's desk. So pretty much I watched the first part, and some of the words that I came up with that I thought were great. I came up with sharp, heavy, robotic, zombie-like, angular shapes, circular shapes, loud, carefree, confident, sudden movements, bold. Questions that is asked is, how does this affect the mood of the piece? I think without the words that I use to describe the piece, I don't think the piece would have the same effect. I don't think the energy, also known as dynamics, would actually be the same. I think as somebody looking from the outside, I think if they were hitting the movement softer, it wouldn't have the same effect. It wouldn't, the mood of the dance would totally change. Secondly, is there a story implied by the movements? How did the mood or story change if the same steps were performed with a different energy? I personally think that there is a story that is being told. They go from these small movements to big elaborate movements, and in between you have like these little thorns, as I call them, in between. That's like, wow, okay. And then they keep going on and on again. Like, I felt like each layer or each time they performed the movement, it was something new that was showing up, whether they took their clothes off, the person standing up, or that last person that keeps repeating the same movement. I felt like every time they did it, something was added in. Then you said, how would the mood or story change if the same steps were performed with a different energy? The mood would actually change, and I think the storyline would actually change. So I don't think it would be as strong. I think that's the word I'm trying to use. I don't think it would be as strong if I saw it in a lighter version. I think I would want to see it as strong as it is. I think if they were singing with less monotone, it wouldn't have the same effect with the story. So, I'm going to try and put this together. My 6 pairings, I think I did okay. Let's see how this works. Pairings. I thought like 2 or 3 of them went. One could have, or I could have put it in a certain spot. I wasn't expecting that mood when I watched it, but I was like, okay, maybe that could work, you know, if I change some things around. Some of the expectations, I was expecting it to look a certain way, but when I looked again, it didn't give me the same satisfaction when I wrote it down. It gave me a different mood when I actually watched it, but the way I felt when I was doing it was the intentions that I actually wanted. But when I watched it, totally different. So that's not something that I was expecting. I thought the way I felt and the way I looked would be the same, and that was not the case. So I'm like, I want to go back and like switch 2 or 3 of the movements, just the placement. I don't mind keeping any of the movements. I thought my walks that I did backwards would work. When I started going a little faster, I'm like, oh, that walk worked. So I did like I was supposed to do a fast walk, but I noticed that when I was doing it fast and smaller, I felt like it was a better flow. So I'm gonna, but I need to pick. So I'm gonna pick. Here we go. I'm looking at the camera. That's 1 set. I'm going there. Let's see. 2 sets. I have no idea what's on these. Let me put them all in separate places. And I picked the 3rd one. Okay, so this was a weird one. But I'm gonna try this. So I have a sustained fall, a sharp strike, and I have a slow head turn. Let's see what we can cover. I have a fall, a sustained fall, a sharp strike, and I have a slow head turn. Let's see what we can do. All right, here we go.